So before we dive into today's message, I just want to give a quick introduction of who I am and what you can expect on this channel, all right? So if you are new here, maybe this is your first time ever seeing me, you didn't come over from my main channel, all right? My name is Kevin. I'm a certified law of attraction and mindset development coach. I help people through their spiritual awakening and align with their purpose and passions, all right? Currently, that channel has over 73,500 subscribers, which I have built up all organically, not using a single paid ad, all right? And I want to help you start your YouTube business and personal brand as well. So you can expect to find that on this second channel here, Create with Wordz, how to start a YouTube business and personal brand. So that way you can share your story, share your talents, your passions, anything like that that you might be wanting to do, all right? So we're going to go ahead in this video and go over 5 steps to help you authentically stand out on YouTube, all right? And don't forget to come on over to my private school community as well. Link is going to be down in the description below. You can dive into the YouTube Business Masterclass along with many other courses and other like-minded people that are looking to grow their channel, go through a complete transformation and a shift in their life so that way they can become the best version of themselves, all right? So let's go ahead and get right to it, my family. I hope everyone's doing well today, all right? So 5 steps to stand out authentically on YouTube, all right? Now, step number 1, all right, you need to get crystal clear on your message. All right, a lot of people jump on YouTube and they're all over the place, right? They're doing videos on cars, they're doing videos on cooking, then maybe they're just repurposing content or they're sharing different things, okay? The YouTube algorithm is not going to pick up your channel. It's not going to know who, what audience to put it in front of if you are not crystal clear on your message and what it is that you are producing and trying to put out. All right, so you have to remember that your brand is your message. Now, my first channel name, Expressed Words, I've had that name for like 2 decades. Like I've had that name for a long time, and that's because I'm a writer and writing is one of my greatest passions. I'm a published author. Okay, so Expressed Words, right? I like to express with words, whether that's on paper, right? Using a paper and pen, or if I'm doing my YouTube content. Okay, so I am the brand, right? And many of you out there probably want to start your own brand. You want to do your own thing. I got you covered here on this channel. So you need to remember step number 1 to authentically stand out. This is very important. So make sure you write this down. Step number 1, you need to get crystal clear on your message, right? Your brand is your message. Your message comes from your truth, right? So if you go back to my previous channel or my first channel, the reason I started YouTube was because of the pain that I went through in losing my father, right? I lost my father and then I lost a series of other family members in my life. So that was my truth. I was speaking my truth. And not only that, I was providing guidance, along through the pain and all the things that I have gone through in my own life. So I was sharing a story. Okay. So your message is going to come from your truth. And what transformation do you want to bring to your audience, my family? Right? Are you trying to bring entertainment? Right? You want them to laugh. You want them to, feel inspired, motivated. Maybe you want to be a coach yourself. What type of transformation? I'm gonna hide this in blue. What type of transformation do you want to bring to your audience? You really, really need to think about that. Now, in my school community, I have worksheets to break all of this down. When you're building your YouTube business and personal brand, you're gonna go through a range of self-reflection exercises, which is gonna help you get crystal clear on your vision, on your message, who you are, and what you are trying to become. All right, so that's the first step, is to get crystal clear on your message. Step number 2, be unapologetically you, my family, all right? First things first, stop apologizing for who you are, okay? You may have people, and jumping on YouTube, there's a level of fear there, right? You may feel anxious, right? You may feel, a little scared or nervous to actually start. Well, what if my family says this? And what if my friends say this? And da-da-da-da. And you might have people pointing the finger at you and you are apologizing for being who you are. Be unapologetically you. All right, do not apologize for anything. All right, don't be anyone else. Be yourself. Okay, now you may watch YouTube videos, you're consuming content, and you see that someone is doing what you want to do. Don't try to be like that person. You want to put your own flavor and sauce onto it. Make it into your own thing. Okay, like on my first channel, Expressed Words, I have a series of things that I consistently say that if someone else were to say it, they probably like, wait a minute, Expressed Words says that all the time. Like, keep on keeping on, keep moving the needle forward. Failure is necessary, but quitting is not an option, right? I say some of these things for a reason because it ties in with my messaging. Not only that, but it also ties in with my brand and who I am, okay? So you're not trying to be anyone else, my family. You need to be yourself, right? So when I say that, share real emotions, be quirky, all right? And be unique. Be exactly who you are, right? If you cuss all the time, don't be afraid to cuss in your videos, right? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nobody's gonna care, right? Everybody in the world almost cusses, right? Or says something, okay? So I'm not saying like, you know, just be like an extreme naughty mouth, right? And kind of just going off the deep end and being rude and all that stuff. But like, if shit happens, right? Don't be afraid to say that. Be who you are. Just be who you are, okay? People don't connect with you being perfect on YouTube either. They connect with if you are being real. This is why you need to show up as your true authentic self in front of the camera and off camera also. And I tell my audience all the time, when you set up a coaching session with me, the energy that you feel in these videos is the same energy that you're gonna get with me on a one-on-one call. And I mean that wholeheartedly because it's who I am, right? I love to help people. I love to inspire. I love to motivate. I love to produce. I love doing content. I love to teach. I love doing all of this, right? I'm passionate about it. I love to write. There's so many different things that I love to do, all right? So people don't connect with you being perfect. They're gonna connect with what's real. So when you're first starting your YouTube channel, you don't have to be perfect. Matter of fact, don't even try to be perfect. You don't need the perfect lighting. You don't need the perfect camera. You don't need the perfect setup, right? You don't need all of that in order to start your channel. And some of you may not be starting your channel because you feel that you need to be perfect. You feel that you need to have the right equipment. Well, I'll record my first video as soon as I go and buy that Canon camera, as soon as I go and buy that Sony camera, as soon as I get that ring light, right? Obviously you want to have some good lighting and, you know, some good audio, okay? But you don't have to be perfect to start. You just need to start and you just need to be real, all right? Be unapologetically you, my family, all right? Make sure to write that down. Okay, step number 3, you want to pick 2 or 3 topics and be consistent in delivering those topics on your channel, especially if they can all connect the dots and relate to one another, okay? So personal brand growth ties to consistency. Okay, so if you are building a personal brand, whether you're coming up with a business name, you have a logo, you have a color scheme, you have certain sayings, you have a slogan, you know, things that you're doing, but you have to be consistent if you want it to grow and produce, you know, into something that you really foresee into the future. Okay, then you need to think about what will reflect your message. Okay, like I said up here, what transformation do you want to bring? Is your messaging going to bring people just to smile and laugh? Is it going to bring people to feel good on the inside? Are they going to feel motivated, encouraged, inspired? What is your message going to reflect about yourself as well as to your audience? Okay, and then 2 or 3 topics to be consistent. On this channel, we talk about ... What did I just say in the beginning of this video? Let me give you an introduction to who I am and what you can expect on this channel. You can expect videos on teaching you how to grow a YouTube business and personal brand, right? I've done a few of these videos too on my other channel, but I do a lot of spirituality over there, walking people through their spiritual transformation, through mindset development, manifestation, law of attraction, anything like that. Because I used all of that as full transparency, as a full transformational source to actually grow my business, all right? So when you're also standing out on YouTube and you're creating your channel, your mindset is gonna be key. Your mindset's key because so many people are afraid to start and then they are afraid to fail. Then they live in those thoughts, so they never start. Right? And then when they put up their first video and they get 1 or 2 views, they think they failed, so they never go back and do it again. How you see things, how you view things is going to change everything. Now, for step number 4, make sure to write this down. Serve before you sell, my family. All right, some of you might be trying to push out products and everything like that to sell on your channel. Maybe you have an ebook, maybe you have merch, you know, you have different things that you really want to share with the world, and all of that is great. Okay, but people follow creators who help them. Right? People follow creators who help them, or if they're providing some type of entertainment or anything like that, and they're really finding joy in being on that channel as well. But you want to focus on serving your audience through content. Okay, so give away free, valuable information. All right, don't always try to attach a $ to everything. You don't want to do that, or else people are going to start thinking that you're only looking to make money. You're only looking to try to just take from them. No, you want to provide value. You want to provide transformation. You want to help people, you know, as you are putting together your YouTube business and personal brand. So you want to be able to provide breakthroughs, clarity, encouragement, and solutions. All right, because people are going to follow who help them. People are going to follow you. They're going to subscribe to your channel if you are helping them succeed in something that they want to do. Okay. And then lastly, when you offer a product or service, it's an extension of your value. Okay. So if you're just starting your channel out, right? And let's say you have no following, you don't have on any social platforms, right? Maybe you have no following whatsoever. Make sure you are providing value. And then the products and the services that you offer outside of that is going to be an extension of that value. Because essentially, after you get on YouTube, you want to bring people into your world, right? You want them to join a community. You want them to download a free ebook. You want them to book a call with you. You want them to head on over to your website. And if people really resonate with you, they really resonate with your messaging, they really appreciate what you're doing, they're going to purchase from you. They're going to want to buy from you, okay? Because what you're offering is going to be an extension of that value. So they know that they're going to get more transformation. They're going to get more breakthrough, more clarity, more encouragement, and more solutions to help them get from A all the way to Z, all right? So serve before you sell. So just keep producing that content, keep providing loads and loads and loads of value, so that way you're helping people. And don't even worry about the money aspect of that, because the biggest thing out here is the breakthrough, clarity, encouragement, and solution that you can provide to people. Eventually the money will come, right? That will come, okay? But think about helping other people right now, and actually how you can do that, how you can serve them before you sell them something, okay? That's step number 4. All right, now step number 5 is you want to let your story be your shine, my family. All right, I just mentioned this in my last, few minutes ago in the video, talking about how I share my story on Express Stories, what I've gone through, how that equaled a transformation. Matter of fact, I just finished recording a video for that channel and about this. All right, it's called Finding Your Purpose in Your Pain, pretty much. Right, and I shared my story. Your story is your superpower, right? People love a good story, especially if they can resonate with that story. Think about you or other people that go to the movies, right? They go to watch plays. It's a great story. It's something that they can follow. It's something that they can really connect with and resonate with, all right? So your story is your superpower. So think about what you have gone through in your life. Maybe you want to be a life coach. Maybe you want to do something like that. You want to coach people. You're good at communicating and talking to people like I am, okay? If that's something that you want to do, share your story of how you got there and what happened. Right? So I'm gonna say this last bullet down here before I go to the third one. Show the before, the during, and the becoming. All right? You wanna show the before, what happened before your transformation, what happened during your transformation, and what happened in the becoming of it. Right? How did you transform? How did you get better? How did you lead? How did you, provide motivation, encouragement? How did you leave, from that area over there? You felt like you wasn't supposed to be over there and you went in a different direction. How did all of that come to be? Okay. And then you want to share where you started, my family. How did you actually get here? Right? So initially your first video on YouTube or your second video, it should be an introduction to your channel, telling people who you are and what they can expect and where you started, right? How did you actually get here? Why did you even start a YouTube channel to begin with? Right? Don't just say, oh, I started a YouTube channel because I've seen so many other people doing it and I wanted to make money too. Nobody's going to follow you off of that. Nobody's going to subscribe to you off of that. You have to provide real value, and then you need to be authentic in who you are, completely authentic in who you are. This is very, very powerful. So you take these 5 steps, write all of these down, right? If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and personal brand, think about these steps and how you can create your business and your personal brand around this, right? Step 1, get crystal clear on your message. Very, very important. That's why it is step number 1. Step number 2, be unapologetically you, all right? Stop apologizing for who you are and just be yourself. Just be yourself. People are going to connect because you're just being yourself, raw, authentic truth. They're going to absolutely love that. And be energetic in your videos. Step number 3, pick 2 or 3 topics and be consistent. Step number 4, remember to serve before you sell. Provide that value up front. And step number 5, let your story be your shine, my family. All right. So listen, if this resonated with you, let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to help you out. And don't forget to come on over to my academy. I would love to have you there, where you can grow from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. You can dive into the YouTube business masterclass, and you're going to get way more loads of information and value that I provided, complete with worksheets, video, all types of stuff. And you can also jump into the group coaching calls that I host every single week. So that way you can get clarity directly from me on your channel to help you actually grow it and build it up, or start that online business that you want to start. Complete transformation for your life. All right. So I hope you all have an amazing day today. If this video did resonate with you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up right here. Would love to see you grow your channel and your business. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. Let me know if you have started a channel. Let me know any of these steps that you're currently doing. All right, maybe you're not doing any of them, or maybe you're doing all of them, or maybe you're only doing one or two of them. All right, let me know where you currently are, because I would love to help you move even further. All right, so you all have an amazing day today, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.